In this video, we talk about how do you turn things around, how do you make your business better, even if you think things are so bad, if you're down and out, then this video is for you.
Please subscribe to Marvin's channel and hit the bell.
Thank you guys. So enjoy the rest of the video. We have super amazing insights from him. Guys, we're with Mon de Armas. Very long time friend. Parang 15 years na yata kita kilala eh, 2005. And what I know about you is that you know how to stay the course. Diba? Parang good times, bad times, you always try to stay the course. You're focused on what you need to do. There are a lot of people who send me questions that they have a business, the business is not doing so well, or they're not in a place where they want to be in their career, or they're losing money on their investments. What's your advice for them?
So I guess those are different ball games, but one thing that's for sure people who are in the middle of that are feeling is that they're probably feeling right now rattled. You know, if they're uncertain of things, madaling magulo yung damdamin eh. And we will have a tendency as human beings to be led by feelings. We'll have a tendency to act out of emotions. And I think the very first thing that you need to do to be able to have a rational decision, to make a good decision, is that you need to put yourself in a place of stability. And that first begins from within. If you're thinking about so many things, uncertain ka about 1,001 things, ang dami mong iniisip, isa, dalawa, tatlo, and you know, things are fast changing around you, you have to halt. You have to stop. Halt in the sense na you have to do whatever it takes that will give you peace. You know, for some people, it may mean going to church. You know, for some people, it may mean going to somebody that they can go to for advice, for counsel. For some, it means going on probably a vacation. You know, just do whatever is necessary for you to find peace, a place of stability, so that from that place of stability, you can have clarity in your heart, in your head, so that you can make the right decision moving forward. Because when things are clouded, when things are going crazy, tendency is people will make all the more an emotional decision that will aggravate the situation. So I guess there's a lot of things that you can do. I guess for me, that's the initial thing that I would do, having been in situations like that before.
A lot of people, there's so much talk about mental illness, mental health right now. A lot of people are so depressed because things are not going their way. How can you help them somehow get out of it? Kasi I receive so many messages about people na Marvin, asawa ko galit na sa akin kasi prinamis ko yung business ganito by 2 years, okay na kami, I quit my job because of it, or they're OFWs and then they're working abroad, and then yun, they've been there for 10 years pero financially they're not where they're supposed to be yet because things happen in their family. So wala pa rin silang ipon hanggang ngayon.
I don't think there's any one cookie cutter solution to all of those things. But I know certain things, certain principles to be true, which I know I have proved out in my life, and I pray that it would also, you know, be proven out in yours. I think one of the most important thing in life are relationships. Yan, parang si Marvin.
Yes! My life is better because kilala ko siya. Guys,
nagsimula na siya.
Super. Hanapin niyo siya. May YouTube channel siya, by the way. Mon de Armas. Sobrang galing.
But, you know, relationships. You know, I think for me, having the right people around you says a lot about where you're headed. Your relationships, my pastor would always say that your relationships are tied up to your destiny. Yan.
Parang love,
Parang ito dito ko, grabe sa Marvin Gerbo, destiny.
Tsaka konting sapilitan, guys. Grabe. So, konting may pagka-ninja ambush style.
But seriously, I believe that relationships are tied up to your destiny. You know, they have a direct influence as to where you're headed. You gotta surround yourself with the right people who believe in you, people who will always lift you up, people who will not hesitate to correct you when they know that what you're gonna be doing is gonna be more harmful than good. People who will always be wind to your sails, who will exhort you, admonish you even at times. But more so, people who will ground you when it seems you're going off. You need those kinds of people. You need people who have hindi nandun para bulahin ka, hindi nandun to tell you the things that you want to hear, but people who will actually add to you and let you hear what you need to hear. So, for me, relationships are very key. If you're at a place right now na sabi nga ni Marvin kanina na seems lahat mali na nangyayari, iniwan ka ng asawa mo, another thing that I could really recommend aside from having relationships around you, and again I say this because also I'm a pastor, this is what's real to me, it's good for you to find a church community, because at the end of the day, even us Filipinos, even as a person, that your life, your hopes and your faith is built on something greater than yourself, and that's God. If your faith is grounded in something solid, immovable, such as who God is, who you are in His eyes, then hell may come, hell or high water may come, alam mo ikaw, tuloy pa rin. Nakatindig ka pa rin, nakatayo ka pa rin. So, I guess for me, those are two things. Your revelation, ika nga, what that means is who God is to you, and the relationships around you. Very important. I can't stress that enough. Okay lang ba yun, sir?
Galing, sobrang sulit, guys. Yung buhay ko mas naging maayos nung nakilala ko. So, kung di nyo lang alam, I was down and out, and yung sabi niya, Marvin, may pag-asa pa sa buhay.
No.
Totoo. Final words na lang. I want to end it with this. We're still at the start of the year. It's still 2020. For people who want to have something more optimistic, they want to start fresh. Either in their business, in their career, what do you advise to all of them?
All right. Siguro one thing that I could probably share to you right now is, regardless of how the year has started, it's always important to look forward. Look forward. You can glance back, but gaze forward. There's a difference. When you say that you glance back, it means that you take the time to learn, to look back and learn from what has happened in the past, and let your learnings propel you future. But you don't drive a car looking always at the rear view mirror, diba? You always look forward. Why? Because without looking forward, you will not get to where you're supposed to be headed. But you need to take a look back to see that if you're gonna overtake, wala ka mababanggang kotse. If you wanna move forward, sometimes you gotta glance back, but you know where your gaze is at. Glance back to learn, to take whatever learnings you can take as this early, in the year, whatever you can take from it, let it add to you, let it strengthen you. It doesn't hurt to let life correct you. But you gotta know that no matter what has happened, you know where you're headed. Nagkaroon man ng humps, nagkaroon man ng challenges, nagkaroon man ng aksidente, whatever it may have been, okay? You know that where you're headed is not determined by what has happened. You keep moving forward. So I just want to encourage you. I don't know where you guys are at. I don't know how the year has started for you. I just know we just keep on. Why? Because we know that wherever we're headed is gonna be better than where we are today. Just keep on. Yun.
So, very galing talaga, sobra. Kahit ako nagka-camera ako, na-inspire ako eh. But just to finish this, never let your past define where you're going. It doesn't mean you fail, you make mistakes, that you're a failure as well. So I hope you got something from this, because what I realize is this in business, in investing, it's all about how you perceive things, what your mindset is. If you believe wrong, you will also act wrong. And videos like this, lalo sa kanya, very, very helpful for all of us as well. So, I hope you got something from this. If you did, please comment, I want Mond. if you want more of him. But I'll put the link on how you can watch his videos as well. Super inspiring, super uplifting. And I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. Bye, everyone.